Hey everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we are going to be looking at the 2022 Senate elections. August update. Is there a Labor Day surge for the Republicans? That is the question we are going to be looking at today. First of all, we know the safe states: California, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, Alaska, Utah, Idaho, Oklahoma, the states that usually go red, and the states that we know their margins are going to be above 15%. That leaves us with 11 states that will decide this year's Senate elections. Let's look at the. Sorry, Iowa was safe Republican. Despite it being supposed to be a swing state, it is no longer a swing state, and Chuck Grassley is extremely popular, as you can see over here. 538 gives him a 98% chance of winning and a 17% margin, and according to the latest polls here as well. Hold up, it's loading. Well, there you go. Solid R, safe R. And we know that Fox News tends to underestimate Republicans for whatever reason. There you go. While these polls may show it as close, they're not the most reliable of polls. So now we're going to look at New Hampshire. Now, New Hampshire is an interesting state. They actually just had their primary, Bolduc. I think Chuck Morse would have made it lean, or even close to lean, maybe 2%, 1% win. But after Chuck, we have David Bolduc instead, which is not the best candidate for New Hampshire. Therefore, I will put New Hampshire in likely blue. David Bolduc cannot win. He's not an electable candidate in the state of New Hampshire. And Maggie Hassan doesn't have anything that he can really use against her. Now in Pennsylvania, a very, very, very key state, I see that we should move on from there. Ohio, likely Republican. A lot of polls are coming out where they show J.D. Vance losing for whatever reason. Tim Ryan's super close, apparently. But it is very easy to see that this is not going to happen. Tim Ryan is, while the polls are showing this, Ohio voted for Donald Trump by 8%. They are not going to elect or even be close for Tim Ryan as they continue to trend to the right. I don't know what Ohio polls are doing, but they're messing up everywhere. Here they are messing up. Here they're messing up. Real Clear Politics has it. Ohio Senate Vance +4. That's at least better than the other ones. Therefore, Ohio's likely R. Wisconsin also likely R. A lot of Democrats are getting a lot of hope in Wisconsin. I'm not sure why. Because their candidate, Mandela Barnes, is one of the most progressive, and he's not going to be able to win in Wisconsin. Ron Johnson, meanwhile, on the other hand, he's relatively popular in Wisconsin. He has no real baggage against him. And if we look at the polls, I think they also underestimate Ron Johnson. Yep, toss-up. I don't see this as toss-up. Ron Johnson has won solidly multiple times, and he's going to win solidly again. He's winning by 4% in the latest polls, 1%, 2%. I think these polls are underestimating him, but they still think he's going to win. In Real Clear, in 538 in Wisconsin, they rate it as toss-up, but it's not a toss-up, guys. Nate Plastic just doesn't like Ron Johnson, I guess. North Carolina is lean. I think it would be around +3. The Democrat candidate, I don't really see her running a campaign. I think this will be just a very generic race, and we won't really see much coming out of North Carolina. Same thing according to polls being done. It's just a generic race. People are going to vote on strict party lines here. Georgia, I'm going to leave for now. Florida likely are. Now, again, so I see some Democrats getting hope over the possibilities of Val Demings winning. Marco Rubio, I just want to remind everyone, has overperformed in every single Senate election he has won. He is a very solid candidate. He's an electoral juggernaut in Florida. He is not going to lose. According to the polls, he's winning by 9, according to Equilon Insights, but the other polls, as I'm saying, are underestimating him. That's why people are getting hope. Like, the other polls are like 1% Rubio, 2% Rubio. It's not going to be that close. It's going to be like Rubio plus 6, Rubio plus 7. Even if Val Deming runs a great campaign, the max I can see it is Rubio plus 4. Yep, likely are according to 538, R plus 7 according to them, which is around the same rating I give. Colorado likely to. Colorado should be a competitive state, but Republicans didn't nominate a candidate that is the best for the state of Colorado. Therefore, they will not win. It's sort of like North Carolina. It could have been been competitive, but it'll become a strict party line vote because one of the sides did not nominate a good candidate. Now we are at the 4 true toss-ups. Let's start from Nevada over here. I see Nevada going towards Adam Laxalt. Adam Laxalt knows how to run a campaign. He's done it multiple times. And Catherine Cortez Masto is lacking in suburbs, which isn't the best. According to them, it's lean D, but I don't see it happening. Let's see what they see. Real Clear Politics. Nevada Senate. Laxalt plus 1. Nevada, so Laxalt plus 1. It's going to be close. Catherine Cortez Masto, mainly because Nevada is a very pro-abortion state. But Laxalt is managing his campaign really well, and I think he has a chance here. Now, Arizona. I also think this is tilt R. At first, I would say it's tilt D, but Blake Masters' campaign is doing very well. I don't see him losing. Well, they say it's likely D. Arizona over here. I think people are underestimating Blake Masters. He is moderating. If we look at his ads, a lot of fears that were being had was that Blake Masters would be too radical. He has moderated a lot since the primary. I think he is a very electable candidate after what he's done. Georgia is also till R. Now, Herschel Walker is not a good candidate. He is a terrible candidate. I will say that. He makes gaffes every 3 seconds. But Georgia's governor, yes, we're going in the governor, is going to be, or is very good, locked up for Kemp. Georgia governor, Kemp plus 8, we're getting around there. Kemp plus 8, Kemp plus 2, he's locked this race up. And Georgia is not going to split ticket that much that will carry. Brian Kemp being on the ballot will carry Herschel Walker to victory because they will not split ballot. Georgia will not split ballot. It does not split ballot. It has shown that repeatedly in its history of elections. And Pennsylvania Senate, probably the closest of this year, is going to go to John Fetterman. Now, when I say tilt, by the way, these races could go either way. Pennsylvania, Dr. Oz, he had a chance. He has a really good chance, but I don't see him running the campaign he needs to if he wants to win. Fetterman's running a terrible campaign as well, I will say that. He is not running a good campaign. Neither of them are running a good campaign. I think it will be a strict party line vote leading to a bare Fetterman victory. Bare Fetterman. If we look here, look, Fetterman plus 4. The polls are obviously underestimating. I'm seeing polls coming out like Fetterman plus 13%. That's not going to happen. It's going to be Fetterman plus 0.3 plus 0.4 around that margin. Anyways, Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We're getting close to the midterms. We need you to subscribe so that you can listen to more